What is going on, my future crypto millionaires? Today is Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018. Currently, I am not home, not at the casa, so I will not be using a face cam. But there are a lot of big news items to get into today. The first and most important, probably, I haven't seen too much covering this. My friend sent me a link to this. It is the CFTC announcing that federal courts find virtual currencies are commodities. So, I want to read some of the comments specifically right under the post here. Mr. XBTC saying this should be super bullish. Somebody responding saying this doesn't mean that they have exclusive jurisdiction. It only means that the CFTC has legal authority to bring fraud claims to court. Mr. XBTC then responded that it's the fact that they are commodities and not securities is why it should be super bullish. Then again, he got a response saying it's not that they are not securities as well. And then he posted a link to securities versus commodities. So you can see the debate ended there. So again, this could end up being very, very good for cryptocurrency. As for Ripple, I think we do have to wait and see with coins such as XRP in particular, because I don't necessarily believe like 100% that Ripple is safe at this point, but at least in terms of coins like Bitcoin and Litecoin, things are looking really good in that sense. And if we want to jump back to, this was all the way back in June. This is the court case here. My Bitcoin in court this week. This was all the way back in June. This is an article here. And now this is the federal court press release here, kind of going over the summary of the order here. So if we just want to look at this briefly before getting into some more Bitcoin news. It says here, agreeing with the CFTC's arguments, the court held that the CFTC had sufficiently alleged that the particular virtual currency at issue, MBC, was a commodity under the Commodity Exchange Act, CEA, because the CFTC alleged that MBC is a virtual currency and it is undisputed that there is futures trading in virtual currencies, specifically involving Bitcoin. According to the court, the term commodity includes a host of specifically enumerated agricultural products as well as other goods and articles, and all services, rights, and interests in which contracts for a future delivery are presently or in the future dealt in. So this is good news, particularly again for coins similar to Bitcoin and kind of for the future of cryptocurrency in general. We don't really want to see them listed as securities. Again, I still think it's very possible that in the future we could see coins maybe such as XRP be listed as a security and not a commodity, or sorry, classified as a security and not a commodity. Before we get into the other article though, I do just want to jump over to the coin market cap. As I'm sure you've seen today, we've kind of been still bouncing around that general area that we've been in for pretty much since the beginning of June. If we take a look on this, really we've been in this area since June, aside from a few weeks at a time. From July 15th to the very beginning of August, we had that nice little uptrend, and then really for then a few days towards the end of August, beginning of September, a nice little uptrend as well. But basically, we've been trading in this range since the beginning of June. So really like 4 months that we've basically not really been moving too much. As for the entire market, again, really not too bad, but also not good in terms of price movement. Kind of just relaxing where it's been. Bitcoin right around 6,500. Litecoin slightly down actually from around $60. But yeah, everything's down right around 2 or 3%, at least in the top 10, top 15. In other good news for you Bitcoin holders, this article is titled Bitcoin is still at an early stage. If you hold 0.28 Bitcoin, you're part of the 1%. Not even one whole Bitcoin. If you hold essentially 1/3 of a Bitcoin, actually closer to 1/4 of a Bitcoin, 0.28 Bitcoin, you're part of the 1%. So the article gets in here, due to the fixed supply of Bitcoin, former Google product director Steve Lee stated that only 1% of the world's population can own more than 0.28 Bitcoin. If you own that and you hold, you can be certain no more than 1% of the current world's population can ever own more Bitcoin than you. A modern investment of only a little under $2,000 today can ensure that you are a 1%er in a future Bitcoin world. So guys, I'm slowly trying to integrate myself back into making videos daily. But I just want to throw out there as well, there's no doubt in my mind that I do believe that crypto and Bitcoin in particular will play a huge role in finance in the future. And I guess that's another way of saying I do think that cryptocurrency is going to be the future. So again, as I've been saying, as everyone says, right, you are an early adopter. You're still very early on this. This isn't the easiest wave to ride so far of 2018 in terms of your investment, in terms of watching your investment not necessarily grow, but actually depreciate in value currently. But in the long run, 100%, I do 100% believe Bitcoin, Litecoin, even Ethereum, I think there is room for these cryptocurrencies in the future, and I think that the room is going to be carved out of current fiat. I do think that they will replace fiat, and I do think it will eventually become a global currency. As for which cryptocurrencies is pretty much the trillion-dollar question, right? Which cryptocurrencies are going to be used? Is it going to be a few? Is it going to be just one individual cryptocurrency? Is it going to be 50 plus? Or is it going to be, less than 5, a handful? Nobody knows. Nobody knows which. Nobody knows when they will become valuable, when they will be used worldwide. Even though the adoption is happening right now, the adoption has been happening over 2018. It was happening, less so in 2017, but in particular, 2018 has been a great year for adoption, a great year for technological improvements. Again, that was not really the case for the price of 2018. Price has kind of been irrelevant this year, but in terms of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency really coming into their own in terms of their use, 2018 has been a great year, without a doubt for that. The article then continues here. The supply of Bitcoin is fixed at 21 million, and as a hard-coded monetary policy of the protocol, the fixed supply of the dominant cryptocurrency cannot be altered. In late 2017, Chainalysis, a blockchain forensics company that monitors and investigates cryptocurrency transactions, revealed in a research paper that up to 4 million Bitcoin are permanently lost on the blockchain as a result of theft, loss of wallets and private keys in the dormant wallet of Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto, which experts have said is no longer accessible, meaning that wallet of the Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto may no longer be able to be accessed, meaning that Bitcoin is essentially lost forever and cannot be accessed there. So this is important here as well. Kim Grauer, the senior economist at Chainalysis, said at the time that the lost supply of Bitcoin is not taken into consideration by the market cap. That means that the real price of Bitcoin could be substantially higher, as 4 to 6 million Bitcoin are estimated to be lost. Remember, 21 million is the max supply, and if 6 million plus Bitcoin are estimated to be lost, really guys, simple supply and demand. The less supply there is, I believe going forward, the more demand there will be, but also that will mean that each individual Bitcoin will be worth more than if there were not 6 million plus Bitcoin lost. And there also will be coins in the future that will also be lost. Currently Bitcoin's circulating supply is right around 17 million. I don't have any doubts that there will, as time goes on, people are going to lose their Bitcoin, 100%. A percentage of people that have not entered this space in the future will, they'll mess up when they're sending transactions or doing this or that, forget their key, forget other things. There will be more missing Bitcoin, for sure. I'm actually curious what the statistics are for maybe on a monthly basis, how much Bitcoin is lost every month, or how much of any cryptocurrency is lost every month. That would be really hard to calculate, which is probably why it's hard to find that. But yeah, I do think that, that's good for the people holding if you're interested in seeing the value of your crypto increase, because as more and more people lose access to their cryptos, ultimately, what I believe that'll mean is just, higher value for cryptocurrencies in the future if they do end up being successful. So I do believe Bitcoin obviously is one that will benefit from that. But if you just take any of the top cryptocurrencies out of the 50, who knows if those necessarily will be big in the future, and if it will matter if they're lost or not in terms of their value being grown. So the article ends here. Is Bitcoin underpriced? In consideration of the limited supply of Bitcoin and the increasing value of cryptocurrency in the years to come, the 0.2% figure is expected to decline substantially. The fact that any investor in the global market can be within the 1% of the world population with a less than $2,000 investment demonstrates that cryptocurrency market is still at its early phase. And in terms of adoption, market development, infrastructure, and regulation, this sector can still grow significantly in the mid to long term. And guys, if 2018 has taught us anything, I think what it's taught us is that this year has really been a testament to the fact that this is more of a mid to long term play. It's not something you could have invested in at the beginning of 2018 and walked away at the beginning of October 2018 with 3x gains on a lot of your coins. If most people, for anybody that invested in Bitcoin in particular, or a lot of these top coins at the beginning of 2018, your value is now significantly less. We can just illustrate that by taking a look at this, back in December or even January, you can see where Bitcoin was. So the value has gone down. But I think, again, without a doubt, long term, this is going to be revolutionary. Long term, like I started out the video by saying hello to my future crypto millionaires. 100%, I do believe that you guys watching this video, you guys watching other cryptocurrency videos, you guys reading cryptocurrency articles, you guys refreshing the coin market cap right now in 2018, you can't give a time frame how long, but it could even be as early as 1 to 3 years down the road. You could see insane growth in your portfolio in terms of the value, in terms of your own personal wealth. And you get to be a part of this financial revolution, which has, nothing like this really has ever happened. The best comparison you see on the internet is kind of people comparing it to the internet, the beginning stages of the internet and the tech bubble of the 90s and everything. I think really that's probably the best thing we can compare it to, but again, it's completely unique. It could end up making that bubble look like nothing. This could be huge, and I truly believe that it will be huge. Again, it's saying that now, people might have a hard time believing that, because every day, especially if you're tuned into the market every day, you're going to be looking at your portfolio every day, seeing that the value has not increased, and in fact decreased on a day like today, where if you would have bought a Litecoin yesterday at $60, you wake up and it's now $57 US. But again, guys, back to the point, mid to long-term play. This is something that you buy and hold. And I think there was even a quote by Bill Gates that I covered a month or two ago, where if you're going to invest in something, he basically said, go in with the idea of at least holding it for the next 10 years. So really what that requires is dedication, definitely patience. It requires mental toughness, really, to be able to do that, know and believe in what you invested in, and kind of just let it do what it has to do, right? But yeah, that's it for my video today. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. I hope everyone is super excited for the future of cryptocurrency. Again, right now, it's not the most exciting regarding price, but there are crazy things happening on a daily basis, and price will eventually reflect that without a doubt. So for everybody out there that's still holding on to your cryptocurrency, get ready to hold on to it for a lot longer. If you expect the worst, maybe you expect that your portfolio won't even reach or you won't even break even in terms of US dollar value until 5 to 10 years from now. Imagine like that, and then how pleasantly you'll be surprised in maybe like a year from now even, or even sooner than that. Because really any day now, anything could happen. The end of 2018 still has not come, and there are a lot of things coming in November, in particular backed. There's also more decisions with the with the SEC and everything. But overall, guys, this is a space that without a doubt you should be excited about. And again, the crazy thing is that it doesn't seem like it. It does not seem like it right now. But you, me, all of us, everybody involved in crypto right now is early. We're all early. There is so much that has to develop in this space. There is so much that's going to be changing over the next few years, and even past that. And yeah, a lot to get excited about. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.